Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 9-8. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, share information, promote yourself, etc., etc. So let me move my keyboard. And we might get a visit from. Hey, Dave is here. Let me put on my specs. Yes, it's you, Dave. Happy Monday, buddy. Yes, indeed. Fist bump as always. How you doing, Dave? Hope you had a really good weekend. I certainly did. Had a little photo shoot on Saturday and visited the Bull City Wood Shop also on Saturday. Later that day on Saturday. Boy, was that exciting. You've got to check it out. If you have any interest in learning how to be a woodworker, make stuff, or if your child is interested, your child can learn for free. Learn more by going to just type just Bull City Woodshop, you'll find it. All righty. Let's see. Word page, that's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also the city, county, and state. Go up and down that page. You will see some really great programs to sign up for. And maybe you're looking for a place or two to volunteer at. You can do that as well. All righty, let's see. I have not had the chance because it's been so busy this weekend to enter all of the new information that I have for the word page, but you're going to like the additions coming up this week for sure. But let me just look at the usual suspects. First off, the city of Durham has vacancies that you might want to help fill if you're interested in committees, commissions, special interest areas that maybe you can help out. So there are vacancies on the Durham Planning Commission and also on the Durham Housing Authority Board of Commissioners. So if you're interested, click on the link. First, find it on the word page. Go to durhamskywriter.com. Scroll down, you'll see it. When you see the September calendar, and then go ahead, let them know by end of day Wednesday that you're interested in filling one of those vacancies. And that again, Durham Planning Commission and the Durham Housing Authority Board of Commissioners. All right, and the Durham County Libraries are all open until 8 today, or I should say tonight. Then tomorrow they reopen at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Let's see. So it is September, so hopefully you have already decided what your National Night Out event is going to be, which for us is going to be Tuesday, October 7th. Okay. So this is basically, if you don't know about National Night Out, most of the country already celebrated it, like I think last month. But we moved ours up to October because it's so hot in August. So basically, it's taking the streets, it originally was taking the streets back from the bad guys, showing community solidarity. I know in Chicago, um, before it blew up to be a big event, you would put on your porch light to let them know, we've got our eye out for you. So it has become a big event nationwide. And again, for us, October 7th. So get together if you haven't done so already with your community folks, whoever you hang with, your neighborhood group, your local church or masjid, temple, whatever, school, and a nonprofit, and put together a little something for the community. Some people are doing school supply drives. Some are doing let's see, food drives. Some are raising money for like Meals on Wheels or something. So some are having block parties. Like I'm DJing for one at El Centro Hispano. Some are having ice cream socials. So put together a little something and then register your event with the Durham. I'm looking for it right now for the Durham Police Department. Yeah, it's Tuesday, October 7th. So go ahead and register with the police. And the reason you're doing that is because they visit as many events as possible with their cool motorcycles in formation and all that stuff. The kids dig it. So also, the police will have a big kickoff. They get started off at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, October 7th, at their headquarters, outside of their headquarters. And that's going to be a really big event. If you want to be a vendor, I don't know if it's too late to sign up, but I do have the information where you can contact folks and see if you can get in on that if you want to be a vendor for that event, because they're going to have the food trucks there. They're going to have all kinds of different things happening. So anyway, the police headquarters, by the way, is 602 East Main Street. All right, and let's see. Let's check with Durham Tech and see if there's anything happening. There is a class today, two classes today. They are being held online, and these are for budding entrepreneurs. Wait, first let me check for in-person events. First, let me let you know that tomorrow there's going to be an in-person event at Durham Tech's Small Business Center, which is downtown in the Chesterfield building, 701 West Main Street, second floor. So this is for people who speak Spanish and prefer to get their information in Spanish. It's called Café Emprendedor, which means entrepreneurial coffee. So you're obviously having coffee and learning how to run a business. So that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 1. And you can click this. All this information is in Spanish. So if you know someone who runs a business and really prefers to get their information in Spanish, let them know about this. And that's, again, going to be tomorrow. Guide them to the Durham Skywriter so they can click and register. And they can do so in Spanish. That's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 1. Now, let's look for the classes that are being held across the state for free online, one-off classes, starting a nonprofit organization. That's going to be from 6 until 8. That's awesome. You might want to check that one out. And here's, this is, they said bien. Yeah, there you go. See, Dave is probably, if not all the way, partially bilingual because Dave lives in Texas. So I know there's a lot of Spanish being spoken there in Texas for sure. And I read somewhere that Texas used to be its own for a very short while. I don't know how many years or whatever, but Texas was a country at one time. I guess maybe after it broke away from Mexico and before the United States totally took it over. I'm not sure. I don't know how much history uh, Dave, but I heard that Texas was a country at one time. Let us know for how long that was if you happen to know. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one's after my own heart. Okay, here's a free class. This is going to be from 6:30 until 8. Never too late to start a business at 50 plus. And you know that's right. I'm trying to think. In fact, when I started DJing as DJ Pity Pat, I was more than 50. I sure was, because I'm going on 70 now. Oh my goodness. I've been DJing for a minute. Yeah, so yeah, you can start a business at 50 plus. You definitely can. So check out this free class. It's online, it's on Zoom. It's from 6:30 until 8. So what you need to do is go to the word page, scroll down to the Durham Tech Small Business Center, and then you'll see everything's listed in chronological order. The Republic of Texas. Yeah, it was probably called the Republic of Texas. That's wild for one state to be a country. But if you happen to know when that was, you don't look a day over 40. It's the lighting. I have these really bright, super, what do you call these things? LED lights. So it smooths out the, I don't know what I'm talking about. But thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. I'm joshing with you. Yeah, if you see me in person, you'll notice. Yeah, C69. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Um, there's a lot on this page. I'm just going to suggest that you just, oh, let me see if there are any workshops. Okay. Legal Aid of North Carolina, I have moved their workshops, or rather, I have copied the workshops that I have listed on the legal page to the Word page so that I don't miss these workshops. I've been forgetting to mention their Zoom workshops, and so I apologize for that. So it looks like Legal Aid NC's next workshop is going to be tomorrow. It'll be early afternoon, 2:30 until 4, and it's called Child Custody, Listen and Learn. Listen and Learn is what they call their workshops now. So it's all about child custody, learn all about the child visitation rules and agreements, and then you can click for more information and also to register. All righty, I think let me check score real quick, and then we'll go on to the health page. Let's see, score. The Service Corps of Retired Executives, by the way. You can get a mentor, you can take classes, they have workshops in person and online. So let's see if there's anything going on today. Let's see. Today is the 8th. Oh, here's something for tomorrow. Okay, this is going to be a Zoom workshop, and it will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'll mention it tomorrow, but go ahead and sign up as soon as possible so that you don't get left out accidentally or forget. So it's called Save Time with AI, of course, artificial intelligence, which is like hot right now. Save Time with AI, how to create videos, emails, social posts, and more. You can create videos with AI. Maybe I need to go to this class. That's going to be tomorrow at 1, right after Bull City Hangout. I might have to sign up for that one. That sounds kind of wild. Because I don't know that much about AI. I know a little bit. I use, thanks to Barb, and we haven't seen Barb in a minute, but usually Barb visits us, every now and then. But through Barb, I have learned a bit about a little bit, about AI, and I use it for my graphics, for my for and also for my ads and flyers and infographics. I shouldn't call them infographics. They're like I like to create PSAs, public service announcements. So yeah, so you can definitely do that. Okay. Da-dum, da-dum. Let's see. Let us go ahead. There is so much on this page now. It's crazy. Yeah, let's go to the To Your Health page. And I'll be adding more studies that you can participate in. Researchers and universities, very often they have these health related studies, but they need people to help them, test things, talk about things, whatever the study entails. And then they usually appreciate your participation and they, give you a little something. So you might want to check that out. Now, today is Tuesday, isn't it? Let me tell you about the NAMI connection. Now, NAMI stands for, hey, Malachi's here. Can we go out to eat on Wednesday afternoon? Uh, we'll see. I don't know. I do not know. Because I'm actually, um, I shouldn't say baby, person sitting right after the workday on Wednesday. So let's see. Let me see. Yeah, we'll see, Malachi. Yeah, we'll see. Because I know I have to sit with someone as a friend goes to an important meeting on late Wednesday. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And hello. Okay. Now, where was I? So, NAMI, NAMI, that stands for National Alliance on Mental Illness. And so they have the NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group. They do this 2 times a month. So this is the day. So not today, tomorrow. I'm just reminding you, this is going to be tomorrow. So sign up if you don't know about NAMI. If you're living with a mental illness, if you think you could really, how can I put this, benefit talking with others, look up NAMI. I'm letting you know in a day in advance because this is happening on tomorrow evening at 7:30. But I want you, if you're living with a mental illness, at least age 18 plus. Look up NAMI and see the various ways that they help people. Because usually I announce it day of, and I just assume you're just going to go ahead and sign up. But go ahead and take the time and look up NAMI, NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. They do have a Durham chapter, and actually look them up, see what they're all about, and then tomorrow I'll remind you about their recovery. What's it called? NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group tomorrow. So I often forget to let you know a day in advance, but you can actually look these organizations up. Wow, Dave, what is this? Oh, download the Drum Skywriter Spaces app. It's a great way to stay up to date. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, because I know there's a pop. I don't know all the lingo. Wait, let me go to. Is it called Spaces? Wait, because there's a pop up. So it says get the best experience on the app. Is it called Spaces? I need to look that up, Dave, because I'm so goofy. Sometimes I don't remember all the lingo. Oh, and Dave is also saying, I have a buddy that does mental health recovery at NAMI. Awesome. Okay. Excellent. 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 Oh, Spaces by Wix. Dave, I need to look at that because I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to. Let me write that down. Spaces by Wix. Thank you, Dave, because I need to look at that and make sure that I'm keeping up with it and that it's current. Thank you for that. That's something I need to check out as I update the Skywriter later this afternoon. Thank you for that. Yes. Woo, sometimes I forget about all the different things you're supposed to be doing when you're publishing an online newspaper. All right. So that was NAMI. Okay. Let's check to see if there are any blood drives so you can save lives by donating blood. There's lots more on this page besides all this. Let's see. Yes, today, the American Red Cross is already at Mount Sylvan United Methodist Church, 5731 North Roxborough Road. They're already there and will be there until 4:30. So if you can donate some blood, I know they would really appreciate that. And I definitely thank you in advance. I have received blood. I had a medical mishap. I had a let's see, when I was taking care of my aunt, it was very stressful. And I was, pretty much alone here in Durham, moved from Chicago. And I'd never taken care of an Alzheimer's patient before. I mean, I had some practice on my dad, but my sister did more work than I did because she actually moved in with my dad. So I moved down here away from all my support. I shouldn't say all because I really leaned on my mom and my aunt's friends, and I at that time I had more living relatives, and yeah, and neighbors and whatnot. So I had a bleeding ulcer. It was operated on, and something went wrong the following week. I had to go back in. I had sprung a leak, so to speak, blood wise, and yeah. So thank you for donating blood because that's what saved my life. So there you go. Okay, so the American Red Cross is at Mount Sylvan United Methodist Church until 4:30 today. And let's see, Blood Connection. Blood Connection, they do the same thing. Let's see. Their next blood drive is going to be on Wednesday. So I'll tell you about that during tomorrow's show. All right. Let's see. Oh, let me click on the big blue button at the top of the page, health events. Let's see if there are any health events happening this week, or rather today. Yeah, Kids Can is today. So Kids Can is taking place in person tonight. This is for young people ages 4 to 10 whose parents, guardians, grandparents have been diagnosed with cancer. So the kids, they talk about their concerns. I know they have lots of questions that maybe they're afraid to ask because they don't want to upset their parents or whatever. So they can ask questions. They can learn more about cancer, what it is, its effect on families. Maybe they can, not maybe, but they definitely are given ways to cope, ways to deal with with this predicament because I'm sure most of their friends probably aren't in their same situation. So sign your kids up for Kids Can. And again, it's usually on Zoom, but I think it's 4 times a year, they meet in person. They probably realize it's not easy. If you're the parent and you're the one with cancer, it's probably hard to get your kid somewhere every week, so or every month. So they 4 times a year they meet in person, and hopefully somebody can take your child if you can't. And where they take them is to the Duke Cancer Center, 20 Duke Medicine Circle, and that is this evening from 6:30 until 7:30. Now, tomorrow, the Duke Dementia Morning Care Partner Support Group, they meet online. So it's going to be at 10:30. This is for people who are, well, obviously it's run by Duke, but it's for people who are taking care of their older relatives or neighbors or friends who have dementia, which sometimes becomes Alzheimer's. But even if they have Alzheimer's, go ahead and attend that meeting because you can get some really, really nice tips for caring for your loved one for sure. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go to the senior scope page and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rixby Avenue. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. Free parking, free membership, all these great activities. They've got a computer lab, they've got a theater, they've got an art studio. I never mentioned the art studio. They have an art studio. They've got more than one workout room. They have the bouncy balls and those machines that you work out with. They have those. What else do they have? Vending machines. You can get a little snack. Clean bathrooms. Um, what else? Oh, they've got all kinds of stuff. Anyway, let's see what's going on today. So it's Monday. I mentioned theater. Okay, Monday matinee. That starts at 1 o'clock. Maybe you can zip down there real quick. 406 Rixby Avenue. So the movie today at 1 o'clock with free popcorn will be Friday Night Lights. I think that's about football. I'm not sure, but I think it's a sports movie. Anyway, it's probably a really good movie because I mean, if I've heard of it, it must be a good movie. So that starts at 1 o'clock. Also happening at 1 o'clock, advanced watercolor. That's in the art studio. And then at 2 o'clock, chair volleyball. Yeah, you can play volleyball sitting down. How about that? At 3:30, Lifeline dancers get in some line dancing. Tomorrow morning, Connect Tech at 8:30. Get tips for navigating your technology. And then Seniors on the Move line dancing at 8:35. See, they're changing things around a little bit. Talk Tuesdays, 9 until noon, and that's tomorrow. And that's where students from North Carolina Central University, they meet one-on-one and they offer mental health resources. These are obviously of students who are in that area of, the health related. I guess they're like maybe future doctors, counselors, PAs. So anyway, that's going to be tomorrow from 9 until noon. Also tomorrow, Open Art Studio, 9 until 12:30. Take off pounds sensibly at 9:30. Yoga Your Way at 10. Keep It Moving, gentle exercise at 10. American Sign Language at 11. They've got what don't they have? Belly dance at 11:30. How about that? And let me check for special events. Let's see. Today's the 8th. Oh, you've only got a half hour left. I hope you took part in the Grandparents' Day photo booth. So that's today, 9 until 1. So if you could get there by 1, see if you can, like real quick. Basically, what they're doing, they're allowing you to get a special button at the reception desk. I guess you put on the button and have your picture taken. So that should be a nice thing to give to the grandkids. So if you can get there by 1, highly recommend it. Highly recommend that. Also happening today, that just ended. Whoa, whoa. Oh, here's a good one. Starting at 12:30, you got 3 minutes. Aging in Place decluttering. I'm doing that. It's an ongoing thing. Certified senior housing professional Tracy Drayford Pierce will be giving tips and tricks to motivate you to tidy up your space and gain peace of mind. Yes, I feel so much better after I've cleaned a spot. And I only can clean a spot at a time. That to me, that's the trick. Not to try to clean the whole house because it's overwhelming. Just choose one spot, like kitchen table or living room table, which is piled high full of stuff. You just concentrate on that one area. And then once you've cleared it and find homes for everything and throw stuff out, it feels so good. So anyway, learn about stuff like that. That's going to start in 2 minutes at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Now tomorrow at 11:30, polypharmacy talk. I have never seen that word before. Polypharmacy. Okay, polypharmacy talk. So learn how taking multiple medications can increase your chance of falls, and learn about senior pharmacists medication review program. Awesome. So that's going to be tomorrow at 11:30. I suppose taking multiple medications can increase your chance of falls. That's interesting. Okay. That's really good to know. That's going to be tomorrow at 11:30. Highly recommend that you check that out. Alrighty. And now, let me mention the Little River Senior Center. Is it like a spinoff, or rather the Northern Durham County version of the Durham Center for Senior Life? They have activities Monday through Friday too. It's not as big. Well, it is big. They actually are located in what used to be a school, but the gathering is smaller. Not as many people attend, but everything's free, just like at the Durham Center for Senior Life downtown. They have different things. They have coffee talk, walking club, free play gym. Yes, they have access to the gym. Bring your basketball. Games and quilting, group exercise, Bible study, guitar lessons, cards, bingo, lunch at 11:30 every day, bass guitar lessons and crocheting. They don't have everything every day, but go to the Senior Scope page and then scroll down and you'll see what I'm talking about and you get to see the schedule. Alrighty, let's go to the. There's a lot more. There's a lot more to the Durham Skywriter, but I'm going to respect your time. So all I'm going to do right now is to go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events, and then that'll be it after the weather. Alrighty, scrolling to September 8th. Okay, well, going on. Oh, works. Wait, Durham. Oh, that's weird. Why is that today? Work session is today. Well, just end. It's going to end in a few minutes. Durham City Council work session. They're having one today for some reason. Okay. Let's see what else is happening. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They'll be giving away free meals today for people who are in need from 3 until 6 at 1306 Fayetteville Street. The District 2 PAC, they'll be meeting today. PAC in this case is Partners Against Crime. So this will be held at the Edison Johnson Recreation Center, 500 Murray Avenue from 6 until 8. And basically, you're finding out what's going on in your neighborhood. You're learning about city and county services. You're meeting people from the police department, from the city, from the county. You're making suggestions as to things that could happen in your neighborhood. I'm guessing since National Night Out is October 7th, I'm guessing, because that's on a, let's see. Yeah, I'll bet they'll be talking about National Night Out and probably about the upcoming elections as well. So that's gonna be tonight from 6 until 8. The Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class, that's tonight from 6:30 until 8, upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium of the Hayti Heritage Center, which is on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. So there's a $10 class fee, and you start out with the deep breathing and the conditioning, and then you get into the cardio intensive African dance moves, probably like the ones that you see on YouTube. The Glass Jug Beer Lab, they are hosting the disc golf putting tournament. That's this evening from 6:30 until 9. So you register at 6, you pay $6, and then you start playing at 6:30. So bring your best frisbees for disc golf. The Crunk Club Durham's weekly Crank Arm Durham Run starts at and returns to the Crank Arm Brewing Company, which is at 620 Fernway Avenue. That's going to be this evening from 6:30 until 10:30. It's a good day for running, I think, because it's not going to be hot today. So you can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles, all depending on how you feel. Now, tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have a rabies vaccination clinic tomorrow. In fact, they're going to have afternoon clinics and morning clinics as well. You call, you make your appointment at 3005 Glen Road, bring your pet and $10 exact change, and get them vaccinated for rabies. Because once animals get rabies, there's no cure. There's no cure for rabies. They have to put them down. So yeah, get them vaccinated. Okay, now if you're older like me, you might want to come to the East Regional Library for the over 50 crowd tomorrow, and that will be from 10 until 11:30. This is where folks over 50 just hang out, drink some free coffee, drink some free tea, talk about stuff. Some people bring things to share or to show, talk about. It's just a hangout, basically. So that's going to be tomorrow. You don't have to register, just show up. And they meet in, you go straight back and to the left behind. Well, you can just ask and they'll tell you where to go. But basically, it's a nice, really nice little crowd. I've been there a couple times. Okay, let's see. Now, New Visions of Africa restaurant, which is at 1306 Fayetteville Street, they're going to be hosting their grocery giveaway. That's going to be tomorrow. So you can get free groceries for a couple of, they'll be there for a couple of hours while supplies last. Um, you know what I forgot to mention? Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Anyway, let me continue. So if you're taking the bus, they are served by the 5 and the 5K bus. See if you can have a rollaway cart if at all possible. You can also park if there's room. See if you can park in the WD Hill parking lot. They're right next door. Now let me go back to the health page because I forgot to mention the health program because they're open tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So let me scroll down to the health program. There it is. So on Tuesdays, the Healthy Equipment Loan Program is open. They're also open on Fridays, but on Tuesdays from 10 until 2, they're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. So they accept donations of things like wheelchairs, walkers, strollers, tub transfer benches, that sort of thing, canes, crutches. And then they disinfect, repair as necessary, and then they lend them out for 3 months at a time. So it's great for people who don't have the money or just got out of the hospital, suffered like an injury that they know they could heal from relatively quickly, like if they're an athlete or whatever. So I saw somebody yesterday with a knee scooter at the store. They have those too. They have knee scooters too. So check it out. Go to the health page because I have an entire list of what they have. There's way too many things to mention. And it's a lot more than what I was just talking about. They have toiletry aids, shower, bath aids, transfer, mobility aid, dressing help, things for around the home, including ramps. I know they had ramps. They have ramps. So check them out. They're open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 until 5. Alrighty. I think that's it. So let's check the weather. And then that'll be it for today's show. And I'll tell you what's going on tomorrow. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. It is 74 degrees. I think fall is trying to barge its way in. But it's going up to 77, so there's that. Not bad. And it looks like it's going to be sunny all day long. Love that. Sunset is at 7:32. I can't complain because, yeah, you know how it goes. You know, when it's fall and winter, it's like, what, 5 o'clock? So I can't complain about 7:32. I just can't. So tomorrow, the high will be 75, and it'll be partly sunny. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, 77 Wednesday, 79 Thursday, 80 Friday, 78 Saturday and Sunday. So summer is still with us, it's still hanging on, and I love that. Now, tomorrow's show is kind of up in the air because Duke Energy is coming tomorrow, and they say they're coming between 8 and 11. So I don't know. Um, if you are low income and Duke Energy offers that program where they can help you, sign up for it because they were here last week. Free light bulbs, a beautiful free multi plug, where you plug in the different things, plug thingy, um, installed a new shower head, insulated my front and back doors. Um, let's see, what else? I forget something else. I just can't remember right now. And then I when I was thanking the guy, I said, "Yeah, my sister in Chicago, she got a similar deal." I said, "In addition, in Chicago, they gave him free insulation too. They bust holes out in the wall and shot in some insulation and left them to fix the holes in the wall. But anyway, they got free insulation, which is nice because that definitely the whole idea is to lower that heating bill. If your house is better insulated, your heating bill goes down. So he said, yeah, we have that too. He said, we don't punch holes in the wall. We go up in your attic. But he said, would you like for us to come out and give you some free insulation? I said, yes, please. Of course. So sign up for that, folks. If you're low income, don't be ashamed because you know how high our energy bills are. So if they're offering anything for free that you can qualify for, sign up for it. It's definitely worth it. And we'll see about my heating bills. I have a feeling this house is built in the mid '90s, I think. I wasn't here, of course. I was in Chicago when this house was built, but I think mid '90s or so it probably could use a refresh in terms of insulation. And I'll let you know if my heating bill goes down because I'm looking forward to that. That's for sure. So they said they're coming between 8 and 11. So if they arrive at 11, I might not be able to do my show depending on what I'm supposed to be doing. So that also reminds me to clean out the closet so they can get access to the little door that you have to crawl through, the crawl through space. So with that, I might be seeing you tomorrow. What I might do, if they're not here by 9, maybe I'll just go ahead and do the show early in anticipation of them coming later. We'll see. I'm just playing it by ear, just letting you know. So I hope I can do the show some kind of way tomorrow at some time during the day. So with that, have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow somehow. And Dave, thanks for being in the audience. For those of you who are watching the replay, hello. And now I'm going to say ciao for now.